Good morning, everyone. Now let's talk about the educational theory. So, the educational theory that I have been chosen was all about the behaviorism theory. We all know that behaviorism theory or the behavioral learning theory, where it is a popular concept that focuses where the students know how they learn. And this learning theory, where it states that behaviors are learned from the environment. Second, the proponent. So, the proponent of this behaviorism theory was B.F. Skinner. B.F. Skinner, he was a leading American psychologist. He also a Harvard professor and the proponent of behaviorist theory of learning, that which this learning is the process of conditioning. So third, how it is done using an experiment. By experimental method, this is the most objective way of the studying of behavior, because in this method, experiments are conducted in a laboratories, and by these experiments, it's usually the effect of individual variables. We all know that. And fourth, how it is practiced in the classroom. So, to practice in the classroom, behaviorism can also be form of classroom management, where teachers can reward his or her students at the end of the month for having good behavior in every student. The advantage of the approach. So, the advantage of this behaviorism, it is the ability to define the behavior clearly of every student. Next, the disadvantage of the approach. So, the disadvantage of the approach of the behaviorism, it can be used to explain some simple tasks, and it becomes more problematic with the learning process, and the objectives become more complex to every student. And lastly, the final thoughts about the approach. So, the final thoughts about the approach, behaviorism was focuses to the idea that all behaviors are learned through the interaction of the environment. That where this theory says that innate or inherited factors were influence to the behavior of every student as they learn from the environment, where they can get this kind of behaviorism that they get. And now that's all about the behaviorism theory that I have been chosen. Thank you for watching.